Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? My name is T, and you're watching TokYo-Yo Reviews. Couple things before we get started. Check out my Instagram, TokYo-Yo Reviews. Just little things to maybe keep you interested if I don't have a review coming out. Thanks for all the new subscriptions. I really appreciate everybody checking me out. Let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. Today, we're going to be talking about one of my new favorites. This is the Magic Yo-Yo CARPFIN. Is the CARPFIN just another yo-yo with a very finicky design, or is this yo-yo going to make you say Carpe Diem? Okay, let's get into it. The CARPFIN has a what I would call an O shape here. When I first saw this on Instagram, I thought immediately it was very organic. The more I look at it, I notice that it does have a kind of slope here that leads up to the rim, but still I think it's more O than anything else. But it does have a decent amount of rim weight, as you can see. The cup, you've got this very nice polished glossy inside here. You do have this polished ring. This is not a bimetal. Then you've got the kind of inner ring in here, and then inside you've got one more ring which facilitates finger spins. I have heard some people compare this to the compass, but I don't own that, so I can't make any comparisons. But as far as the compass goes, I think there's a lot of different undercuts in there, and this one tends to go straight in. The material is a matte 6061 aluminum in the gap and all around here. And then the cup, as I said, very glossy, very nice looking. The feel of the CARPFIN is, oh my goodness, so comfortable. I say this about a lot of yo-yos, I know, but this yo-yo is extremely comfortable because of the kind of O style shape. It just seems to fit my hand completely perfectly. I'm not sure about everybody else, but this just is the absolute perfect shape for me. As far as the look of this guy, it's just amazing. You've got a blue, and then you've got silver and red on the splash here. The CARPFIN little engraving here. Then you've got one on the other side over there. And then in here, you've got the splash continuing. It's just a gorgeous yo-yo. The look of this, I think, is just absolutely beautiful. And this yo-yo hits my sweet spot for what you can do with engravings, because it's got only the minimal that is needed, and it lets the rest speak for itself. The splash and the actual design does all of it for you. You don't need any goofy engravings or like a picture or anything like that. Just keep it simple. There's the name. That's all you need. Let the design, the color speak for itself. That's how I feel. So as for the history of the CARPFIN, this yo-yo was released just a few days ago, the 3rd of May, 2017. I woke up really early in the morning. I wanted to be up at midnight, but I didn't. I picked it up, and then the very next day it arrived. This was designed by, let's check his name here, Yi Xing Tan. I really hope I'm saying that correctly, who designed this yo-yo in Munich. As far as I could tell from his Instagram, I think it was, he's not a sponsored player. I think he's freelance. So I don't know if you'd call this a signature model since he's not working for Magic Yo-Yo specifically, but Magic Yo-Yo, you need to get this guy and you need to put him on your team and you need to pay him lots of money to make yo-yos like this. But there was a lot of marketing that led to the release of this. I think I first saw it on Instagram and just immediately it caught my eye. It's just beautiful. And it looks amazing in pictures, and all the colorways look really nice too. And just like with Magic Yo-Yo recently, all these designs seem to be just coming out of nowhere. Like the katana was this kind of wild W bimetal. They're continuing to really do well with their marketing and with the people they're picking up to design their yo-yos. I just hope that they can continue to keep doing this. Like I said in my Skyver review, I think it was, I can't wait to see what they do in the future, because like if it's this, like they have an extremely bright future. They've done really well, I think, but they could blow up if they continue putting things out like this. So let's talk playability of the CARPFIN. As far as like, if you looked at this on paper, the specs are pretty normal, I think. It doesn't look like, you know, it's not too wide, it's not too narrow, it's not overly heavy, but it seems to just hit the sweet spot for absolutely everything. As I said, you can do some really nice finger grinds in here. As long as you've got your finger grinds down and your balance is good, you're gonna have absolutely no problem. It's really beautiful for finger grinds. Also, because of the inner cup in here, you're gonna find that finger spins really go very, very well. It won't center itself like a Skyva or a Move or something like that would, but as long as you have any skill with finger spinning on a flat cup, you're gonna have no problem. And actually, I really like finger spinning on this thing because it doesn't feel like a cheat like some yo-yos do. It does require you to have skill at it, but it does keep your finger centered just in that small area, so you don't have to worry too much. As long as you catch it properly and you maintain the balance properly, it just finger spins beautifully. As far as on the string, this thing is just destroys. It has the perfect weight for string tricks, so it lands on the string, but not with a thud, just with like a really subtle tap. Because of the really even weight, it's really easy to move around. It just obeys every single command you throw at it. It feels absolutely like you're in control. If you want to push it fast, you can, and if you want to slow down, you can. Like I've found I've been doing some really chill, like long combos with this thing because it just has the perfect weight and shape and momentum to let you do whatever speed you want to do. This thing is really, really stable. You expect it to tilt because of the shape, but it doesn't. I've been throwing long combos, and usually on many yo-yos I would start going off plane because I'm kind of sloppy and I would have to kind of correct it after a while. This thing just stays on plane. It's really amazing. At least for me, I've had no problems with stability. As well as the spin times. This thing just spins and spins and spins forever. Like, I was shocked. The response on this thing is amazing. It's just got the Magic Yo-Yo 19mm response, but I do feel like something's different here. With some of their more recent throws, like the Skyva and the Stealth and the Katana, people kind of complained about slippery pads. This thing, I think they were specifically trying to address that. This thing comes back like crazy. I love the sound it makes whenever you throw a bind and it's still got some spin to it. It'll make that really nice, satisfying ping sound. I just love that. But even if it's almost dead, you can get it back. Like, the response is amazing on this, and it adds to the fact that, it's a comfortable shape, it's really stable, it spins forever, and then you don't even have to worry about the response. Like, it's just gonna come back to you. It's such a reliable yo-yo. As well as the fact that it's got the grooved concave. In any case, the bearing is really, really nice. It centers the string, and as you can see, even if I pull it, it just pulls it right back into the center, which is really, really nice. The bearing never locked up on me. It did get real loud after a couple hours of play, which is totally normal for most bearings, and now it's quieted down already, and it's just as smooth as butter. The smoothness of this yo-yo, as I mentioned in the unboxing, it's dead smooth. There wasn't any nail vibe. The only vibe you'd feel is from the material. It rings a little bit, and that's just because of the nail skipping off the material. As far as vibe, there is none. This thing has been bonked on the floor a couple times actually at this point. In my house, I have softwood and no change in playability. It's just dead smooth. I feel like I'm kind of ranting about this thing because it's amazing. I absolutely love it. I don't have anything bad to say about it. It's comfortable, it spins forever, it's super stable, the response is incredible, and it looks amazing. Like I said, I love the way it looks. And a lot of the colorways come in like a kind of, there's one that actually looks like a carp, like a red and yellow, or red and gold, but I just couldn't pass this one up. The blue, red, silver, they call it purple in some places. This is definitely my favorite. Like, I thought that the fun would wear off after a few days, as is usually the case with a lot of yo-yos, unless you find one that you really love. I can't put it down. Most times when I get a new yo-yo, I play with it for a few days, and then I put out a review, or I kind of put it away and I compare it to other yo-yos I have. I haven't been able to put this one down. And it's not often that a yo-yo makes me think about yo-yoing when I'm not. Like when I'm just sitting down eating or when I'm walking to work, and I'm like constantly thinking about yo-yoing with this, and I'm constantly like reaching for it, like, yeah, maybe I should just try one trick while I'm walking to work, or I've got like 2 minutes, maybe I should just grab the CARPFIN and bust something out. It really makes me want to throw. It's so fun, and it's just so reliable in so many ways that it's really been a really fun few days with this thing. It's my favorite. If anybody asks from now on until I say otherwise, the CARPFIN is my favorite yo-yo. Absolutely, hands down, bar none. Let's get into pros and cons of the Magic Yo-Yo CARPFIN. First pro, as I said, the look is incredible. You've got the polished ring, you've got the ring inside. It just screams class. I love the way this thing looks. The playability, it lands on the string with quiet authority, it glides along, it's small enough that you're not nailing a lot of extra strings when you're trying to do tech. It's big enough that you can land your whips and stuff carefully, but it's not too big that it doesn't fit in your pocket. It finger grinds, it finger spins. And actually I've pulled off a couple of like finger grinds and then switched them to like a thumb like that. It kind of facilitates that kind of trick with the shape. Sorry, we've got some blowers going on right now. There's a lot of dust coming my way. Hold on a moment. Perfect timing. It was just getting to be too much. I had to move. It plays on the string like crazy. It's super stable. It spins forever. It's really, really comfortable, so even if you have like a really snaggy bind, which I've never had happen, even though the response is crazy awesome, I've never had a snaggy bind. And even if you do have a bind that comes back at you when you're not expecting it, it's so comfortable that you never have a time when it hurts to catch it. Like I've never had. This thing is just so dang comfortable. It's just crazy. There's no way you shouldn't have it. You know, I would tell you if a yo-yo is not good. My most popular video on YouTube right now is a yo-yo I didn't like, so you know I'm going to tell you if a yo-yo is not good. This thing is legit. It's the real deal. Go get it if you can. I don't know if it's limited. They did say get it before it's sold out. I don't know what that means, if that means they're only making a limited run or what, but in any case, get it regardless. It's just awesome. Anyway guys, as far as cons, sorry. Thanks for liking, thanks for commenting, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do. Make sure you hit the like button, leave me a comment. I love discussing things with you guys. Check out my Twitter and my Instagram if you want to see stuff on a more like daily basis. If I'm not putting out reviews, chances are you've got stuff you can see on those two outlets as well. Yeah, but anyway guys, thank you so much. I'm enjoying making these. I hope you guys are enjoying watching them. That's it for today. My name is T. Sayonara.